Hello Minecraft fans and fellow Christians. Today, I'll be covering part 4 of the Twilight Forest, the Fire Swamp. And sadly the next book didn't quite cover the Fire Swamp, but if you want to hear a little bit more on the notes by I Forgot to Explore on the Fire Swamp, you can go to my previous video. But today we'll be covering the Fire Swamp. And the quote king mentioned in the notes would be a Hydra. Hey, who put this in a presentation? This has nothing to do with Marvel at all, or Hydra. Sorry. Ugh. Going to disinfect my screen after that. Anyway. Well, might as well get on to it. But before we get into that, you're going to need fire resistance of some form or fashion. But for those that aren't very good at brewing, I'll do a quick overview. You'll need a brewing stand, 3 cobble, plus a blaze rod. And you'll need 3 water bottles and blaze powder. Next, redstone, magma cream, and nether wart. That'll create awkward potions, something needed for almost every single potion you can think of. Magma cream. Now these create fire resistance potions, but if you want them to last 8 minutes instead of 3 minutes, put in redstone. Voila. But I've already got a stack of potions, so I'm pretty much already good to go. Now let's get right to it. However, one thing to note that may occur is that the Hydra may still actually get 2 heads for every single one I hurt sufficiently. It doesn't always happen though. Have to knock back his own fire blasts. A little slow, true enough. As you can see, the potion really helps. You gotta be able to tell the difference between which head does what. If he just has smoke in one mouth, then that means fireball. Otherwise, it's just that. You could try slowly hurting him if you wanted by just whacking him. Ah. Cut off 1 head, 2 more shall take its place. A miscommunication there, perhaps? Hey, aren't you mad at me? Hitting with the sword doesn't always work in versions. The bigger they are, the harder they fall. Oh, one note. If you try and use Ice and Fire mods, well, Medusa Head, to petrify him, like in the old Greek mythology, that won't return you any trophies. Now, if you want to continue on to the next biome, the Dark Forest, you're going to have to eat a Hydra chop whilst you're starving. Yeah, I know I don't like starving either, but anyway. There's also something else to note. With its fiery blood, you can make fiery ingots. Yeah, I know, not too hard to remember, but anyway. And just simple iron. You can also make a block of it, so that means mass production of it with bacteria mod. Yeah, I know it's sort of strange to make iron ingots, well, fire ingots, out of a dragon's blood, essentially. But if you want, you can try it with the fiery tears from one of the other bosses in the future. If that seems less strange to you. It seems like a nicer substitute to me, but anyway. With the fire ingots, you can make, actually, armor that burns enemies upon contact with you. You can enchant it like a normal armor, and sort of craft it like iron armor, but with fire ingots instead. And sort of similar with the sword. It automatically, well, has the fire enchantment on it. Yeah, you can also use fire ingots to make a pickaxe that all smelts. Although one thing though, you have to have blaze rods instead of sticks for the sword and this pick. However, if you go to other certain mods, you may actually be able to get extra metal from smelting it in a given mod's furnace or arc furnace, depending on what you use. So this may or may not be the best pick for you. In any case, I said before I would review certain materials. This is steel leaf. You remember seeing the sort of odd looking leaves before? You can turn this into special armor, and yes, that's the way it starts out. You can craft it, and it would actually come out with certain enchantments already put on it. As will most other, stuff you can craft with it. The materials from the Twilight Forest. And this is its block. It's just plain leaves. But as you can guess, I typically prefer more metallic substances. Now this is ironwood. You may have seen in my other video the sort of living roots. Live roots. And, well, you just simply cut it with an axe. No silk touch, mind you. And you can get this little live root. Craft this with single iron ingot, one gold nugget, and you can smelt this for a raw, ironwood. You can craft the block in some versions, and you can also craft these. before I really was a pro at Minecraft in general, this seemed like a nice variant on iron. It's slightly better, although I don't know the durability on it. You might be able to figure that out. But other than that, that's pretty much sums up this whole mod. Now I'll cover, I'm sorry, not the whole mod, this whole part. However, thank you for coming, and thanks for watching.